Hello and welcome to Townsend Oval. This lovely Saturday playing the catch-up round from a while back. This is South Newcastle versus the Cessnock Goannas. And yes, it is 2:30. It is an early start. You may ask me why on Facebook, and I will answer you I have absolutely no idea. But joining me in the commentary box once again is Daniel Nilsson. Now, Daniel's just played in reserve grade, so he's going to, well, I can see him down there. He's just shaking hands with a few of the boys, and he's going to go change his shirt and come up here very soon and join me. But like I said, South Newcastle Lions are playing the Cessnock Goannas. So while we're waiting, we'll go through the team list for Cessnock. At fullback, we have Callan Edwards. On the wings are Chris Pine and Joe Woodbury. In the centres are Jade Ancliffe and, I hope I get this right, Haimona Hiroti. The halves are Theron Pearson and Logan Edwards. The front row is Kurt Warden and Brendan Halad. The hookers Nick Lawrence. The back row is Marvin Filippo, Corey Barber, and Blake Andrews will lock the scrum. The bench is Oliver Powell, Zeb Dunstan, Sam Apthorpe, and Cody Brooks. And as we can see, South Newcastle Townsend Oval a few weeks back got absolutely ruined in Bar TV, actually naming it the Quagmire of the year. But I will admit, it doesn't look too bad today. I walked in thinking it was going to be a dust bowl. It was going to be reminiscent of Greater Branxton, but it's actually looking quite nice. Apart from that cricket pitch, which is pretty standard, the rest of the ground is looking quite green. So I'm sure Cessnock will be more than happy to go out there and have some footy on some pretty good ground. So South Newcastle, they line up. Well, I'm hoping they line up this way. The fullback is Lachlan Walmsley. On the wings are Jacob Affleck, and Tim Christie plays on the wing in number 4. The centre pairing are Mitch Knowles, and wearing number 11 will be Ben Roos, playing as centre. The halves are Ryan Glanville and Jason Keelan. The front row is Fayatoa, the man with the double name. We'll call him Fayatoa squared. And Brendan Simpson. The hooker is Liam Higgins. And in the back row, we have a mystery player who will be taking Ben Roos's place as number 11. He will be joined with Jake Lawrence, and locking the scrum is Jack Welsh. On the bench, including our mystery back rower starter, is Connor Brown, Luke Higgins, Elgin Peterson, Scott Matthews, and Lucas Grace wearing 18. So right now we await both teams to run out on the field. But if you're watching on Facebook, feel free to give a comment throughout the day. I'll have Nilso in charge of doing your comeback heckling or whatever you want, whatever question you want him to answer. He'll do his best to answer it, but try to keep the word syllables down. He is a front rower after all. You could actually probably see him now. There's South Newcastle reserve grade on the screen. Now they're off the screen. Can't see them anymore. It's kind of lonely up here. Our crowd attendance. Let's start talking about the crowd. I can see Cessnock. A couple of the guys from Cessnock have came down the trip. They're still wearing their 1977 strip, which is cool to see. And I'd say we're hitting at about 16,000 here at Townsend Oval, which is great to see. So I'm hoping to see not many people watching online and everyone coming down to watch the game. Let's actually bring Bar TV Sports. Again, if you are just joining us on the live video, the game will be kicking off any minute now. It is a scheduled 2:30 kickoff, differing for the regular 3 o'clock. And as we can see, South Newcastle Lions being brought out by the captain and the number 10, Brendan Simpson. Coming off a big victory against Lakes United last week, South will be fighting to secure their spot in 5th place. Cessnock, of course, sniffing their rear end, sitting in 6th place. And if they were to win, if Cessnock were to win today, there is a possibility, depending on for and against, that they can slip back into the top 5. So a lot to play for here today at Townsend Oval. It's basically a fight for the finals. So as we can see, South Newcastle just waiting for the match officials and the opposition. Our match officials today are referee Tom Aylett, and on the touch lines are Greg Ricketts and Grug Digby. And Cessnock are just making their way out onto the field now. And so are the match officials. So this game should be starting very shortly. I'm actually just trying to locate it on Facebook. Where are you? We're on Facebook today, aren't we? Good. No, we're not on Facebook. Oh. So basically, we're on YouTube. Okay, so basically Daniel Nilsson's job today to return heckles is kind of pointless. But YouTube, feel free to join us on YouTube. Well, I guess if you heard that, then you'd be already... Sorry?
The link's on Facebook.
The links... Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, the link's on Facebook. I'll tag some people. Alrighty. So the toss. So it looks like Cessnock will kick off, going left to right. And South will be on the attack first up. Running right to left. And we're underway. South versus Cessnock. Catch-up round, fighting for a final. And Souths are bringing it back from their own 20 in the first set. And that looks like a Lawrence patrolling that right side, much as he did against Lakes. Keelan out to Glanville. Here's the captain, Simpson. Barges over Corey Barber, the fellow captain. Big rivalry here. They're both patrolling the same edge. Glanville gives it out wide. That's our mystery player. I'll find out who he is in the coming minutes. Walmsley at dummy half. Here's Glanville. Kicks down the short side, trying to hope to get Cal Edwards out of position. The ball's going to sit up well for South, and Cal's going to have to bring it out from the corner. And he's only gained about 10 yards from where he's picked up the ball. And here's Woodbury at dummy half. So nice opening set there from the Lions. I think Coach Ben Cross will be very happy with that first set and their finishing fifth tackle option. So here's Filippo. And it looks like we have a slight change for the Cessnock opening lineup. Number 14, Oliver Powell, will be playing dummy half or the hooking role for the first few minutes, and Nick Lawrence will be the impact player for today. And here's Powell. Dummies under and gives it to Warden. Warden crushes back into Liam Higgins. He better watch his forearm. It's getting up close to Liam Higgins' face. I don't think he's going to like that one too much, the Souths boy. Edwards kicks from inside the 40. Finds the deck. It was a bit of a wonky kick, that one, but he manages to find the ground, which is probably a good thing. And Walmsley, we spoke about him last week as the Swiss Army knife. Hopefully he can produce that sort of form today. The Souths bring it over the 40. Higgins to Simpson again. Second hit up of the day. Making it over halfway, but he's lost the ball. Not a good sign for the Lions in the second set of the day. Completion rate 1 from 2. That's less. That's not as good as what it would be if it was 2 from 2. Just had to state the obvious there. So scrum feed. Go inners. So they'll have a full set in attack with only 50 metres to gain. So nice opening opportunity here for Cessnock. Edwards out to Hariti. Hariti, I do hope I'm saying your name correctly. He started to drift wide, but decided that's a little bit too close to the sideline. I'll come back in. Here's Powell. Gives it to Halad, playing in the front row today. Can play anywhere in the forward position, but we've just shown he's not the best passer, but they did get lucky there, Cessnock. They do have maybe a recount set. Halad will try the run again. This time definitely not passing the ball or even shaping to pass the ball. Safety first if you've got number 8 or 10 on your back. And speaking of 8, here's Warden crashing into the Lions' defence. 25 out. Halfway through the set. Powell down the short side. Edwards to Edwards. I'm liking what I'm seeing there. Picked up and dumped. Absolutely dumped by Ben Roos. Wearing 11. Edwards goes to the sky. Affleck's under it. The ball's live. The ball's been touched. I think we've got a go-inners ball and a recount. 8 metres out. Play the ball on tackle 0. Powell, short side. Pine. Didn't really get far, but we want to keep South Newcastle guessing in their defence. Powell again. Carlin Edwards. Pearson turns it under to the number 13 in Andrews. And he'll take it straight right in the middle. Powell looks for himself, but well read by the marker in Higgins, I believe. So great defence there. Pearson at dummy half. Halad out the back. Edwards. Short runner onto Barber. But I think the around the back play might have been the better option there for Edwards. Powell. Short pass. Halad. He spilt it again. This time, unfortunately, I don't think luck's on his side, and it'll be called a knock on by Aylett. And South are let off the hook, and we'll have the ball 10 out from their own line. This is the pass where I'd normally go, what are your thoughts, Nilso? But he's not here yet. So I'm just on my own with the lovely tech guys who do a great job in providing you excellent action replays. Glanville feeds the scrum. Here's Affleck. Spoke to Daniel Nilsson post-game last week about how he's going to be doing some sprint training for this week so he can make sure that he doesn't get run down 2 metres out from the line. Wormsley. Nice run out of dummy half. Plays it to Higgins. Patrolling the same side. That's the number 15. And that's our mystery player. And a first penalty of the day goes to the Lions. Cessnock offside at the 10 metres. So our mystery player for today, wearing the number 15 for South Newcastle, is Luke Higgins. So Luke Higgins has been promoted from the bench into the starting lineup. Glanville turns it under to Simpson. Takes it to the 30, but is brought down by Halad. Plays it. Higgins again. He's got runners everywhere, and he gives it to Peterson, who might have just... I'm not sure whether Peterson started this game or not, but he did play very well last week, so hopefully he gets as many minutes as possible. Here's Keelan. Finds Lawrence. Lawrence spins in the tackle, but is brought down by 3 defenders for the go-inners. Higgins looking short side, but decides open. Fayatoa brings it to the post. He's 2 metres out from the line. Last tackle. Higgins out the back. Well out the back to Glanville. Double pumps. And he's also lost the ball. Not a very good last tackle option there. Let's see what Tom Aylett's called. I think he's called no advantage. We'll give him an extra couple of metres, and you can have a play of the ball there. Any advantage is a good advantage. Woodbury bringing it forward. And it's very good news that they did get that advantage, because otherwise he'd be playing the ball 2 metres behind from where he actually is now. So it's not a bad thing. And that's Andrews. Out of dummy half. He will do this for the rest of the game, and he's very good at it, Chris Pine. Probably the most experienced player as far as first grade caps go in the Cessnock go-inners side. Edwards from inside the 40. Looking for a 40-20. He's going to make it. I think this could be a 40-20. No, he's pulled it up short, the touch judge, Greg Ricketts. Very misleading flag. It's a couple of metres beyond the far line, so I think that's playing tricks on our mind. Let's have a look at the replay. He's definitely kicked it from inside the 40. So there's your bounce. Oh, it's not a very friendly bounce for Cessnock. I think that bounced beyond the 20 and then came back in. And I can't get opinions from anyone else because I'm the only one here. But there's a few South people in this grandstand, and they seem to think that this touch judge is on the money. Christie, first hit up from the scrum. Playing on the wing today with the loss of Gudgeon. I'm not sure if it was from injury or is he unavailable, or I'm not sure, but this is Simpson. Hitting and spinning, and once again landing on his front, which is very handy when you want to roll on. Peterson, one of the all-time best as far as post-match interviews come. Lots of words in his vocabulary, and hopefully if South were to get up today, we'll get a few words off him this afternoon. Always a classic. Higgins, short again. Keelan, out to Lawrence. Shimmies out, but is well read by Cessnock. Here's Walmsley, showing his skills. High ball. Woodbury's under it, but Cal Edwards decides to take rank and call for that one and saying, I'm the fullback. This is my responsibility. And Woodbury makes the first run. You can see, well, I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera, but the dust flies out from a couple of points in this ground, particularly around the 20-metre mark on the left of screen. Just shows how badly this ground was beaten up in the past. And we got another penalty, this time to Cessnock once again. False starting as far as the 10-metre onside goes. And Cal Edwards will get the chance to kick it long again. As we got the replay. We're not going to see much on this replay because it's the South defenders, but that's okay. And that's Dunstan playing 15 that will tap that ball. So it seems like Dunstan is playing in the centres. We've had a couple of late changes for Cessnock. And I believe Rob Tulibululu is on the bench. I don't have his name written down, so I'm not sure how to pronounce it properly. I just call him Rob. Easy to digest, Rob. Warden plays it. Powell. Here's a lad. Wraparound play back to Powell. And here's Edwards to Edwards. And this is a nice play. Hiroti. Nice little tip on out to the winger, but he's taken over the sideline. And he seems to be hurt, Joe Woodbury. Whether he's hurt or he's a little bit disappointed, I'm not sure, but let's have a look at this replay. It's a nice little slick move here. Nice pass. Edwards, the double Edwards. Oh, the pass from Hiroti just went a little bit behind Joe Woodbury, and he couldn't clean it up. And as he bent over to pick the ball up, he's just caught one in the melon. So I believe we'll have a scrum. No. Referee Tom Aylett is awarding. It is either for a high tackle or he believes there's someone was taken off the ball, judging by that signal. So great news for Cessnock. A repeat set. 10 metres out. Free kick. Hiroti to Barber. Barber dummies. Fooling everyone, but they still had 10 metres to play with. So, oh, here he comes. Nilsson up the stairs. Halad! He's making his way to the line! Brendan Halad crashes over the top of the Lions' defence. That's probably his 5th try of his career. Brendan Halad opening up the scoreboard. Daniel Nilsson has just joined me in the box. He's come at the right time so we can talk about a Cessnock try. Welcome to the box, Daniel.
Thanks for having me again, Tom.
No worries, mate.
Appreciate it.
How'd you go in reserve grade?
We got the win. It was an ugly win, but we got the win. So,
well, any win's a good win, isn't it?
That's it. You've got to be happy with that.
So, mate, we've had a couple of changes with the lineup. You might be able to assist me here.
Righto, yeah.
Does that look right for South? So I think you might have to write down a couple of their bench players because I don't know who they are. But I think I've got...
So we've got Jack Welsh in number 13, that's correct?
Yep. How does that look? Callan Edwards going for
Brown, yeah, he's making his debut, number 14, Connor Brown. That's right.
The
number
kick
15.
in front, slotted over.
Number 15. Where's number 15? He's out there.
I think
Lukey Higgins,
yeah,
maybe?
I think he's out there starting.
Right,
We spoke
we go.
about
Number
that, yeah.
15, Luke Higgins. What's the other ones? 17, Scott Matthews, that's right. And number 18, Lucas Grace. So that's correct.
If you want to write those in. Is
Yep,
that all
no
right?
worries.
Bit puffed, mate. You had a lot of minutes, did you?
Oh, mate, more than usual.
More than usual.
Had a few of the boys in the 19s had to back up, so appreciate their efforts. But yeah, had a few more minutes than usual this week, but it's good.
Yeah,
Good to
okay.
get some fitness out before the semis.
Oh,
That
yes.
puts us back in the first spot, so
Oh, good stuff.
got to be happy with that.
Yeah, very happy. As here's Warden. A nice 20-metre charge into the dust pit. You might be able to talk to us a bit later about this dust pit. It seems to be only happening around that area. And there's your try scorer, Brendan Halad. He'll be talking about that try for the rest of the season. Could have even been his first. That's Andrews. One of the workhorses for the Goannas. Powell out of dummy half. Turns it under. And Warden just wants to target Liam Higgins, that first marker. See if he can just sap his energy throughout the game. Edwards, beyond the 40 this time, kicks deep. And there's your ugly bounce once again. Don't know if he's doing that on purpose, but Affleck's got to bring it back. He gets a nice quick play the ball. And here's Mitch Knowles, looking for a gap. Tries to go between two of the biggest guys at Cessnock. It's probably not going to work. Walmsley to Simpson. Can he get him on his back? That's a no.
That's the no. He's on his front again.
He's on his front again. So this is your mystery number 15. That's Higgins. Lukey Higgins. I was trying to figure out who was starting because there's no program to go off.
Yeah, well, he's been there most weeks for 2 or 3 years now, so I'd say that'd be Lukey Higgins.
Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Last tackle. Higgins out of dummy half. Looking for Glanville. Glanville goes to the sky and to the corner. A well-placed kick. Carl's going to let this one bounce. Very nice kick there. Mirror image of the first set that lands in that corner. Woodbury's got to face 13 angry Lions fans that are down on the scoreboard. Edwards at dummy half. Here's Hiroti. I do hope I'm getting... You might be able to help.
What number's that, mate?
Hiroti.
Yeah, mate, I'm going to give it a crack. Hiroti. No, we'll stay with Hiroti. Hiroti sounds good.
Rolls off the tongue, Hiroti. And here's Chris Pine. Valuable post-contact meters there from Piney. Last tackle. Don't think the 40-20's on this time, but he'll have a crack. Why not? Now he's just going to put this one into the middle and split Timmy Christie and Lachlan Walmsley. Lachlan Walmsley didn't like my nickname that I gave him last week.
No, mate, he wasn't very happy with the nickname. I think he didn't get it at first until he watched the replay during the week, and I think he's starting to like it. So the Swiss Army knife might have to stay for the rest of the year.
Well, I've called him the Swiss Army knife today already, so I'm going to go with it, Resson and Glanville. Nice little sneaky run down the short side.
Great little sneaky run.
He's still going. He's still going.
Great
That's
run
something
there.
you'd see out of under 10s. Not saying that Souths are playing like 10-year-olds, but...
He's probably got the maturity level of under 10s there, Ryan Glanville, so...
We might be able to see that in a post-match interview once again. Higgins goes right. Keelan. We've got a back runner. Here's Lachlan Walmsley, the man, the knife. Finds Mitch Knowles. Finds a flat runner running straight into a hole. Mitchy Knowles scores the first try for South Newcastle Lions. It's 6 points to 4.
We saw the Swiss Army knife there, hold the ball up, nice, and Mitch Knowles crashed over for the line for South's first points. Was here on the replay. Holds it up. Mitchy Knowles crashes over for the first four-pointer for the South Newcastle Lions.
Yeah, it was a nice little hold-up here, especially there. You got one of the best wingers in the competition that he just put in 2 mines.
Drew the number 15 in there. It's who's number 15 for? Is it the 15?
That's Knowlesy, wasn't it?
Yeah, no. I think talking about the Cessnock defender. I think he.
Oh, it's Piney.
Yeah, Piney.
Yeah.
Yeah, Walmsley. He's drew him in there, and it's a great little try there from Knowlesy.
Piney and Zebby Dunstan.
There we go.
Zebby's just came up from reserve grade recently, so he's just
yeah.
Yeah, and he's...
We saw on the reserve grade, they were struggling for numbers out there today.
Yeah, I saw they only had one on their bench.
Yeah, give them a bit of a pat on the back. They gave it to us, I tell you that. It wasn't an easy win. I think they're in second last, and we're up the top of the table, so I'll give it to Cessnock in reserve grade. They, with their players they had, they played strong, so pat on the back to Cessnock reserve grade.
Yeah. And ladies' league tag was a little bit the same as well. But unfortunately, 19th was a bit of the opposite way. Cessnock dominated.
Exactly. So, yeah, you're only going 1 loss, 1 win, 1 loss, 1 win, I know. So, you're looking at that pattern, and Cessnock would get the win, wouldn't you? But I hope not. South's got the win.
Well, I did say, I said from the start of the game, start of the day, that this was going to be the closest of all the grades, but reserve grade, it was actually quite close in the end.
That's the thing. We probably went out there expecting a bit less, and you know what, they gave it to us, so props in the back to them.
Yes. Great kick there. Who's the kick? Is that Keelan?
Keelan.
Can kick a ball.
Can kick a ball. We spoke about that last week. The black guy's cleared.
Was he G'ing everyone up about his story about the black guy?
Mate,
or was that true?
No, 100% true.
Wow.
Lovely young lady from Warners Bay Tavern. Didn't like what Keelan had to say. So
it starts with W, mate. Starts with W. You're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah,
Warners Bay. Woodbury. No, I'm joking.
The W's, they're all about bad towns, aren't they?
And here's Fayatoa squared. How do we mention about his nickname? Fayatoa.
I think it's for Pulio.
Is
That's
it?
Roman for Pulio.
Oh well,
don't even think Fayatoa's not even playing. I don't think.
Oh well, on the program he was. Well, that's a shame. We can change that.
Number 8, I think it's Roman.
For Pulio.
Yeah, there you go. Fayatoa squared. Yeah, he's not playing today.
Oh, that's a shame. There's a penalty. Leg pull. Been running around the past hour trying to figure out who's playing, and everyone can tell me who's playing, but what numbers they're wearing, that's a different story as Walmsley find some extra metres. It's 6-all here today, Townsend Oval. If you're just joining us, the game's actually a fair way in. It was actually a 2:30 kickoff. And that man with the ball there, did you know that that's Roman Fulupai and not Fayatoa?
I knew that, mate. I knew that.
Which is a shame because of how well Fayatoa played last week.
Yeah, exactly. He might have got caught up back in the New South Wales Cup. I'm not sure. He was training during the week, but yeah, who knows?
That's why they've...
unless there's rules of the catch-up round, I'm not sure. So
that must be why the Knights are starting to win.
Yeah, that's it.
They're picking all the good players from the Newcastle Rugby League. Peterson plays the ball. Higgins takes a little dart. Glanville, nice little play. I don't think Higgins was supposed to catch that pass, Lukey Higgins. I think that was meant for Walmsley.
Yeah, the Swiss Army knife was meant to be there.
I think that was intercepted by his own team. Simpson sort of steadies the ship a little bit. Upright tackle. Nice quick play of the ball. Higgins out of dummy half. Might catch a marker offside. Here's Peterson. Don't worry about the markers being offside. Peterson's just going to crash over. Might give him a few extra words in his vocabulary for his post-match interview.
That's it. See if I can do something if we get the mighty win, so see what happens.
You have to ask him
Sorry,
something.
mate, I missed the try here.
What were you doing?
I was getting the keys off my old man. He wanted to drive the car home. He's probably on the tinnies.
Oh, okay.
So here we go.
Yeah, here's your replay.
Higgins with Elgin Peterson. There you go. He doesn't score too many tries, so he'll take that.
That was almost Brendan Halad getting caught out of an offside position. And I think even the goal-enders were expecting, we might get penalised here, but try time.
That's it.
And that puts him in front.
Puts him in front. Back-to-back tries. Got to be happy with that. Coach Ben Cross will be loving that. 20 minutes in, so should get the goal too. So 12-6,
Yeah, I was just...
I don't want to jinx him.
Talking to the tech guys before, Neil, so it's a bit of unfortunate news. We're not going live on Facebook today.
Well, just saying that, I was trying to look for the live feed because I think a few of the boys wanted to write some feedback of how well I've been going on the microphone the last few weeks.
Just get them to give you a personal message or something.
Yeah, that's it. I'll get them to give me a text.
Maybe, but we're on YouTube live, so we're still live to the world.
Yeah.
To the globe.
Well, I had a bit of a poll. I think Bar TV did a poll during the week, and it was 99% of the people wanted me back, 1% didn't. That 1% was Jared Rodimer. So
there he's down there. I can see him. Wonder if he was just listening to his phone. I wonder if he's listening to us.
I think it's his new missus.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised she's letting him stay here.
Yeah, well, his hair's on point. He's looking good.
He is looking good.
He didn't get tackled once during the reserve grade game, so...
Was he defending next to you or attacking next to you?
Yeah, that's it. I did all these tackles and all his running for him. Just made him look good.
So who we got? Who's this? For Pulii. Lucky he didn't score a try because I would have been congratulating Fayatoa.
I'll tell you what, Roman will be happy with that.
So as we just said, feel free to give Neil So or myself a personal message. And we'll do our best to answer it. Sort of, I might not. I've got next to no data. Higgins out of dummy half again. Another play on the short side. Sort of finding numbers. Here's Affleck. I was asking myself, did he do some sprint training through the week?
I think he did, him and his brother, Justin. They did some sprint training during the week, and if he gets a breakaway, hopefully he gets there.
Yeah, well, if he shaved off that half a second, that's going to make the difference.
I think his problem is just trying to hold the ball. It was a strip ball from there.
Yeah,
so
that was even worse. Joe Woodbury needs to...
It's an awesome kick there.
Very nice
and
kick.
a great chase. Look at the line by South. And Wormsley first one there.
And Cessnock are all basically walking back. It's still just two of them.
South will have to aim up here and build some pressure.
So I was just talking before about this area of the field here, this sort of the 20 metre, around the 20 metre mark.
20 metre to the try line,
Is it really dusty, or is that just me?
No, it is very dusty, and as soon as it gets a bit of water on it, it gets pretty muddy, just like the cricket pitch.
Yeah, okay.
It was like the last game at Cessnock, when we versed Cessnock here at Townsend. Hang on, as he makes a break.
That's Hiroti, mate. That's the guy, another man with the name. Hiroti. And Nick Lawrence has just joined us from the bench, hoping to provide a little bit of spark from dummy half as Cal Edwards just plays it safe and does the Cooper Cronk and just goes for the sideline.
I think both sides will appreciate it, get a bit of a break, walk to the scrum.
Shot clock is running.
Shot clock, yeah.
Imagine if we had the shot clock in Newcastle Rugby League.
Mate, I'd be struggling to tell you that.
Well, I'd probably be just first grade.
Yeah, well, I hope so. Yeah, well, I don't get to play first grade anymore, do I? So, reserve grade,
you found your calling.
Yeah, that's it.
Scrums.
I love them.
Yeah.
Tell you what, they asked Digby in that today. I reckon I was the first man to the scrum every scrum in reserve grade today.
Yeah, you get to the scrum quick, you get more break.
I think it was just because I was probably knocking the ball on, so I was at the scrum anyway. So I was first man there. So
you're at the mark, so you just have to stand up. Christie plays the ball. Nice run here from Higgins. Plays it to his brother, Liam. And Simpson, who hasn't had a break yet. He's played 25 minutes straight, and he hasn't been lazy at all.
No surprise by Simpson there.
Although he has just been put on his back, so that might be a calling there.
Lucas Grace.
Lucas Grace, the number 18. Will he be playing front row, do you think?
Yes, he would be. Played a solid minutes in reserve grade last week, so he's got the call up back to first grade as he's milking a penalty there. Crazy.
He must have spent too much time in reserve grade. Last tackle, South Newcastle Lions. What are their options? Maybe to the corner again. Here's Glanville. It's high, but it's shallow. It's not very long. Could cause some problems. It's a penalty. Something. But it's to Cessnock. So I'm sure every single one of the go-inners won't even care what it's for.
Poor kick option by Glanville, I think, there. But Cessnock's got the penalty.
Well, I think what happened was all the chasers on Glanville's side were getting ready for the kick. But unfortunately, it was a missed kick, and it did go to the other side who were all in front. So I think it was all the kick chasers were offside on the far side as Dunstan taps. And it's a lot better tap than Josh Morris. I'm never going to forget that. Lawrence to Pearson. Here's Brooks. Coming off the bench as well. Talk about impact players. Big red bushy beard, Brooks. Halad. Out the back.
Reminds you of Kurt Riddleton, that, right?
It does a little bit. Here's Barber. Running those short holes down the right side all day. Callan Edwards. That's Blake Andrews steadying the ship here. Lawrence then calling for the ball. Goes short to Barber. He's going to be picked up and driven right up close to the line. Last tackle. Lawrence again to Pearson. Out the back, skips out Marvin Filippo, but the ball's brought back to him. He's going to kick for himself. Is he going to get anything? Is he going to get a repeat set here, Marvin Filippo, with that kick? Yes, he is. It's a goal line dropout, so play sort of started to break down for Cessnock, but the experience of Marvin Filippo. Let's have a look on the replay. Talk about it, Neil.
I think it was a pretty good defence there by South right on their line. I was just about to give him a rap, but I'm lucky I didn't because it was a poor end and Cessnock got the repeat set. So, I don't know, anything can happen here. Let's see if they can back it up.
You know who the man was there to clean up that kick, though? Elgin Peterson.
Elgin Peterson, the man of many words.
That's it. We'll be talking to him after the game, possibly.
55 on the fly there. Great kick.
Edwards to Brooks, beard to beard. Brooks just steamrolls someone.
Lucas Grace, I think.
Lucas Grace. Here's a lad. Another one of the players today that has played plenty minutes in the forwards before taking a break. 2 tackles, 20 to go. A penalty. 6 tackles. A few penalties being blown today by referee Tom Aylett, trying to keep the speed of this game and the standards high. We are playing for a final spot, aren't we, Nilso?
Yes, they are. We'll see us at 2 points in front, aren't they, in fifth spot?
Yes,
is it?
yes,
so
yes. So
if they win, they obviously go 4 points front and clear. So with 2 games left, so I know.
That could put them in level with Lakes.
Oh,
Nick Lawrence, out of nothing, off the bench. We talked about impact, and there it is, out of dummy half with the big dummy. Could have driven a hovercraft through there.
Could have fit James Livick through there, like I said last week.
Livick is someone who's not playing this game. I noticed him playing in reserve grade. Here's the replay. The young Nick Lawrence.
Hooker there. So
has just
Higgins felt for the dummy and he just slid right through, like a hot knife through butter. So
the rookie and the veteran.
Ooh.
Rookie won.
Inside, gave up on his inside shoulder and he's ran through the gap. And 4 points to Cessnock.
He's even fooled us. I wasn't even thinking about it. He was going to score that.
No, mate, he fooled me up in the grandstand. So
up in the grandstand at Townsend Oval.
Here you go. Jared Rodham mentioned me in a comment. Let's see what he's got to say.
Well, we can see him.
Look at him playing with his hair down there. Daniel Nielsen, hopeless.
Daniel Nielsen, hopeless.
Is that the best he got, Rots? That's shocking. Come up with something better, mate.
We'll come up here and do a better job. He's just given us a nod. Callan Edwards, goal kicker for Cessnock. 10 minutes to go in the first half, looking to level this game. And the shot. It's good. Oh, it's good.
Oh, it's good. It's on the road.
Is it?
Ball's on the road.
Oh.
Stop your cars. Stop go. Where's the stop go, man?
And Daniel Nielsen gives you the traffic report. There is Stevenons all over the road on Mitchell Street. And then he talks about 15 minutes worth of sponsors.
That's it. Where's this going to go? Anywhere with Keelan kicking?
No, it's going to go directly up.
Sky high.
Sky high. No. No. Couldn't be more wrong. But it's effective. You found the grass. If you can find a grass that far down the field off a kickoff, you've done good.
That's exactly right.
When I kicked off, it was a case of kick it as far as you can.
The toe poke or no?
Yeah, it was a toe poke, actually, yeah.
I still am a toe poker.
Nothing wrong with toe pokers.
I don't understand how they kick it that high. It hurts my leg.
Yeah, I know.
I'm doing something wrong.
But you know what I've never been able to do? Handoffs, like AFL style.
You can't do that?
I cannot do them. I don't know if the balls are different for AFL. It hurts me wrist. And that's Barbob. Trying to get it as far as he possibly can, but haven't made halfway yet. Early kick by Edwards. It's going to go straight down the throat of the knife. Lachlan Walmsley. Look at that lanky run. It's like he's made out of rubber.
It is, isn't it? The rubber knife.
The rubber knife. The one that you can take on the aeroplane.
That's it. I don't know how effective it is, but
I can hear a lot of people laughing sort of down the front of the grandstand. I hope they're all listening to YouTube and laughing at our jokes.
I reckon they're laughing at our jokes, surely.
Yeah, surely. A little sneaky pass. Christie's got the ball. Unfortunately, they may have lost a couple of metres, but they are safe. They didn't go out. Glanville at dummy half. Luke Higgins busts a couple of tackles. Good points on Supercoach.
Gained the metres Tim Christie lost there.
That's exactly right. Glanville out to Keelan. Keelan kicks at that corner again. It's been a bit of a target area this game. Is it going to... Oh, at Lakes... At Lakes United, I think it might have pulled up because their in goal's 20 metres.
That's it. It was Kale Oval would have held up there, I think.
Yeah, unfortunately, Townsend Oval's marred by the tar road that's around the outside of this ground.
It's a cycle track. You get a few bike riders during the week when they're trying to train. So,
you guys have like once a month is cycle training session?
No, I don't think so. Unless I'm not getting the call up.
In your red and white tights.
Yeah, that's it.
South supply the bikes though.
Well, I haven't seen them, so if they're doing something without me, I'd love to call up, boys. So shoot me a message.
They're getting Jacob Affleck. Good fitness.
Yeah, hopefully.
Good leg power. Lawrence out the back. Edwards to Barber. Barber looks to pass, but he saw the shooter of Ben Roos come up. They might be trying to target Roos here a little bit because it's sort of an odd pair, centre wing pair of Roos and Christie. Edwards dummies, but a nice one-on-one wrap there from the defence of the Lions. Still a couple of tackles up there, Steve. Theron Pearson. Double pumps under. Here's Filippo. Another kick. He's got his kicking license. It could be regathered, but it is by Walmsley. So South again off the hook with some solid defence. Good stuff, Lions. 12 all.
It's been good grind footy the last 5 minutes. Back-to-back footy. Everyone's completing their set, so it's anyone's game. 12 all. 7 minutes to go. 7.5, sorry.
You know what I realised last week? Early in the day, I bought the doubles.
Yeah, did you check him?
I didn't even check him.
You probably won because I didn't hear anyone announce, like, go up and collect
Yeah,
their
I
prize.
know. We got another penalty to the Lions here for holding on, but it wasn't until I got home I realised I had the doubles, and I didn't want to open them up and realise that I'd won, so I just threw them out. I didn't even check them. I didn't want to be disappointed.
That's probably the best way to do it.
Rodamar's on his phone again, Neil. So.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
It's probably on Tinder.
with his girlfriend sitting right next to him.
No, I won't give him up.
Tinder.
By the way, last week you're talking about gold coins in your pocket for guessing the team you played for. Where are they, Tommy? I might go and buy myself a meat pie.
Well, I gave you... You said East Maitland. I said, what's Easter in Maitland of that? And that narrows it down to one team. Right so I think I'll give you a bit of help for that. East Maitland was a good guess, though. Keelan out the back. Walmsley. Walmsley's going to see a gap, and he's going to make it through. Desperation ankle tap from Marvin Filippo. Excellent stuff there from all teams. Very slow play the ball. Glanville. Nice short pass. We'll just get something ready for the next play here. Sort of a settler. And Higgins will look for Glanville again. He'll go out the back. He does. Glanville, he's got options here. But his best option was his left foot step. Now his right foot step. And now getting tackled.
The SJ dance moves. There it is again. The exact same spot as last week.
Higgins short side. And this is Roos. A nice... Oh, it's gone forward. And we'll have a 20-metre restart because he's thrown it touch in goal.
It was close, wasn't it?
It was very close.
Just couldn't get the best ball away. Roos did to Chrissy. Let's give a look at the replay.
Could he have scored that himself? Look where he is.
Look, he fell over the line.
He's not used to playing in the outside backs, Ben Roos. Or is he? He's a
first,
second rower, isn't he?
First game back in a while from injury, I think. So I know he's just probably trying to find his shape.
Well, someone did mention last week on Facebook, where's Roosy? Well, I found him.
Yeah, I think that was his girlfriend.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Or his girlfriend's sister or something, so I'm not sure which one.
Where's Roosy? I thought he was playing, but he was down at the pub with the boys.
Yeah, that's it. Wouldn't that be an awkward situation?
Yeah. Lawrence out of dummy half again. He tried to split the markers. Yeah, no, it was great work there from Lucas Grace.
The Shaggy Dog, there he goes.
The Shaggy Dog. Is that his nickname?
That's
Grace's nickname?
That's his nickname. Many nicknames, Gracie.
Edwards.
He's actually a good actor. He's got an ad for one of the real estate companies on TV.
Oh, good stuff. Edwards has kicked this one real deep, and this is probably the ground. It's going to be very difficult. This is play on, is it? No, it's not play on.
It's bounced over the dead ball line. It's bounced back in.
It's bloody
interesting
close.
There.
If I can say that on air, I hope I can. Cessnock Goannas, the boys that have made the trip up, they do not like that. It's probably the reserve grade team, all 8 of them. And I had a bit of heckles there towards touch judge Grug Digby, but I think he's made the right decision.
Ooh, and Athlete's got picked up and scrammed just outside the cricket pitch there. Tried to say slam there, but didn't come out.
Well, it sounded like you were avoiding saying a word that you probably shouldn't say.
No, mate, I'm all PG up here.
Who did get the banker of the week last week?
The banker of the week, Lachlan Walmsley.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did. Banker
Why?
of the W. Probably best. I shouldn't say the story on TV, but let's just say because of his red hair.
If you Higgins makes a break, little pop pass to no one, but it's found Glanville on the bounce. And there's his steps, and Glanville's going to go through the line. Is he going to kick to Christie? No, he's going to throw for the corner himself. Is he going to get there? He's out. His foot.
Oh, his foot's been taken out there.
Oh,
what
no.
a great individual effort there by Ryan Glanville.
Neil, so you got the replay coming up?
We got it. Carl Edwards, I think he's down injured here after the try-saving tackle.
On the
replay
this might be your answer sheet here.
Pretty ordinary pass there by Higgins, but Glanville scooped it up and he's stepped around Warden and he's broken through the 20, the 10. The right foot step and his foot's taken out. So good decision there by the touchy.
Yeah, I think Edwards is just a bit of an impact injury here.
Yeah.
He's just...
The left boot just scraped on the sideline there, and he's celebrating. And he's Glanville's not happy about that. He said something I probably shouldn't say on camera, but well, Glanville, you didn't score that, mate. So
he's got to get as many as he can because Jake Mason last week for Central scored 4 tries.
He got 4 tries. What's that put him in the try?
That puts him at, I think it's 14. Ryan Walker's at 15 or 16. I think Glanville maybe 12.
Yeah, righto.
So,
and what's
good
Ryan
on
Walker?
you.
Ryan Walker's on about 40.
Yeah, probably. I said that. I messaged Ryan Walker because I was having a chat to him on Facebook, and I was like, gee, Mazo scored 4 tries. And Ryan Walker's like, oh, I better start hogging it again.
Has he scored many in the last few weeks, Ryan Walker? Or?
Oh, yeah, he scored 1 last week against Cessnock.
A bit of a push in the scrum again. And
Old school. What's happening here?
South's got the ball. South have the ball. They've won the scrum.
Wow.
I think he's the lock forward. Maybe he's lost the ball at the back of the scrum.
What are the chances of Cessnock returning the favour at this scrum?
On the replay here, South has started pushing. And it's bounced off the halves. The halves tried to pick the ball up.
Logan Edwards. He's gone for the ball, but he's collected about 18 pairs of shoes instead.
There you go. With just over 2.5 minutes to go. South on the 10 metres out here. Knowles breaks through. And he's offloaded. And they're scored in the corner. Affleck.
He's not going to get caught this time.
No, he's not. 1 metre out.
The sprint training pays off.
It's just what South needs just before the half time, Mike. Win the scrum. Let's watch that on the replay.
It was all you that time, Neil Say.
Yeah, mate, I'm just doing your job.
Warden was starting to start on someone else. There was a bit of a push and shove in the back. Yeah, here's your replay.
Talk about
that's a great offload.
That's it. Luckily someone was there. And Affleck, he's run 1 metre instead of 100 metres last week, and he's put the ball down. So try Affleck.
Would you say, over 1 metre, Jacob Affleck is the fastest in this competition?
I reckon I'm faster over 1 metre.
Over 1 metre? I guess you just take 1 step. You've got to take 4 steps.
Yeah, if there's a bar in the way, I'm probably the fastest over 10 metres, I'll tell you that. Well, there you go. 4 pointed by Affleck, so got to be happy with that.
If Rodemar gives you more stick, get him up here.
Yeah, I'll have to get him up here for a bit of a one-on-one interview.
Talking to him at half-time, maybe.
So you were seeing in the background, Warden with a bit of a push and shove. Can you talk me through that? Or
I think he was just still giving it to him about the scrum. I'm not sure who it was. I think it might have been Luke Higgins. But he said something to Kurt Warden that he took offence to, and there was just a big push. No slap, no punch, just the... What does Gus Gould call it? A brouhaha. But it was off camera, so I could almost say whatever I want. Because I can't be proved wrong. But this might take us to half-time, I think. Jason Keelan. Are you tipping him in? Backing him in?
Yeah, I think you should kick it if I was a betting man. I'll put
no win.
Money on
Look at the flag. There's no, there he is. Yeah, no win. Now it's gone the other way. Which way does the wind want to blow?
North, east, southwest.
Reminds me of the moon landing video.
He's got it.
Got it. Great kick.
I've doubled my money there.
South Newcastle, 18 points. The scoreboard says we have 80 seconds in this first half to go. The scoreboard, I meant that scoreboard, just that fast scoreboard. The Bar TV scoreboard says 35 seconds. I'm not sure which one's correct.
The Bar TV timer never seems to sync up with any other one, so I know we'll probably have to fix that during the week.
Well, since we're surrounded by the Bar TV guys, I'm going to say there's 20 seconds to go.
Like the siren early, you think?
Well, Cessnock wouldn't mind 20 seconds to go. It means probably 3 tackles instead of 6 they've got to make. But it's 18 points to 12. South Newcastle over the Goannas here today. It's a great game, fighting for 5th spot. And with a win, Souths actually might even jump into 4th.
Is that true? Have you got
I believe so. I've got last week's notes.
Last year.
We might have to check it on our phones at half time.
You haven't done your homework?
No, I was too busy trying to figure out who was playing. I still couldn't get that right. Fayatoa. Simpson. Back on after a little spell, I believe.
Second carry this set.
Second carry this set. Higgins
makes
the opportunity with 1 marker. Oh, a bit of a late shot there.
He's blew the penalty.
It's blown your penalty, but we've got next to no time left.
Warmsy's taken on Warden there, and he's patting him on the back.
That's a bit of a mismatch. Yeah.
If it was Simpson, probably something could have gone on there with ex-teammates.
Swiss Army knife taken on a shot put.
Oh,
Yes,
that was
mate.
bad around the Sam. That thought round the head of Higgins. That was ugly. That was.
So it's picked
Watch this
up
on the replay.
So they have one play. Would you go for two? Do you think Keelan has the legs on him to?
You'd have to go the two, wouldn't you? Or you'd,
You got one play. The Hooter's gone.
I'd go the two. It's 42 metres out. Surely you could kick it.
You'd have to try. You don't really have.
He's going the two.
He's going the two. So, yeah, big late shot there from Sam Apthorpe. I think, I don't know what he was trying to do. Unless back in that brouhaha, it was Higgins that said something and he's
knows?
maybe holding a grudge.
Yeah, but he hit him right around the snoz. So
Rodemark keeps looking at us.
I think he's sneaking the tee forward here, Keelan. But I won't say anything.
Yeah.
There we go.
Tommy Aylett heard you. Get back there, you. Stop trying to steal meters. Bit of comic relief here at Townsend Oval. The crowd had a bit of a chuckle at that one.
Coach Cross goes down to the change rooms. He's got to be happy with this. 6 points in front, potentially 8 if he gets his kick.
I reckon he'll get it. I'm confident.
Hit left upright, I reckon.
Left upright. Oh. He's got it.
Kicked it. Bloody oath. How good's that?
Great kick, which leads us into half-time. A great first half, very exciting first half. 20 points to 12. Souths over the Goannas. But I've seen 20-12 here before today. Was that the reserve grade score?
That was the reserve grade score. In a nail biter, that one. So, there you go.
I will mention with that kick, it was very low considering what we've seen Keelan to do. But anyway, half-time here. Townsend Oval on Bar TV Sports. Tune in about 10 minutes maybe. We'll bring you the second half. Tom Taylor and Daniel Nielsen.
Payments. And best of all, Mascot will increase your sponsorship revenue. Visit mascot.co and download the app on the iOS and Google Play stores today. Manage payments. And best of all, Mascot will increase your sponsorship revenue. Visit mascot.co and download the app on the iOS and Google Play stores today. Mascot makes it easy to communicate with players and supporters, manage payments, and best of all, Mascot will increase your sponsorship revenue. Visit mascot.co and download the app on the iOS and Google Play stores today. Mascot makes it easy to communicate with players and supporters, manage payments, and best of all, Mascot will increase your sponsorship revenue. Visit mascot.com and download the app on the iOS and Google Play stores today.
Rightio. Welcome back to the second half at Townsend Oval. First half scoreboard reads South Newcastle Lions 20 points, leading Cessnock Goannas 12. So that's 3 tries with 1 penalty goal to Souths and 2 tries to Cessnock in the first half. Nilso's not with me at the moment. He's down at the canteen, as he normally is, getting hit by the opening doors, but it looks like he's going to be coming back up very shortly, which is good, because I am in the middle of a wonderful sausage sandwich provided by the Townsend Oval Barbecue. I must say, I don't usually get the barbecue very often, but it is amazing. So you've done well, fellas. And here we go for the second half. Underway. Second half. Townsend Oval fighting for a spot in the finals, as Chris Pine will give us the first run. And he runs a long way infield, but not as far forward as Stephen Kidd, the coach, might like. Welcome back, Daniel.
Thanks for having me again.
Thanks, mate. Do you want to take over while I finish this wonderful sandwich that you got me hooked on?
It was a beautiful singers here at half-time. I finished mine, scuffed mine down. So, yeah, I'll keep going.
See how you go, the apprentice.
Can't even see the numbers. There could be glasses on mine. Corey Barber's tackled 35 metres out. Tackled 3 or 4, I think. Dancing around there, the hooker is Nick Lawrence.
Remember that name, Nilso.
Nick
Lawrence, mate. He's only about 18 years old.
Yeah, I think he's a young boy. He might have played in the 90s early today. As the army knife runs it back hard, and he's got absolutely smashed there by the Cessnock forwards in the middle.
It's another cool thing you can do, Nilso. Get smashed.
Get smashed. Is that a cool thing to do?
Well, if you get up and play the ball with no dramas, yeah.
Affleck, he's milking a penalty. He's got the penalty, so... Pearson, he's not happy with that one, so... South's got the penalty, 55 out.
All righty, it was a really good sandwich, I'll give you that. The only thing I would change is smoky barbecue sauce instead of barbecue sauce.
How good is smoky barbecue sauce?
Very good. We did a Bunnings barbecue one time, and we put smoky barbecue sauce instead of barbecue sauce, and it was... We never had many more compliments ever.
It was a hit, was it?
It was. Only a couple of old ladies were like, "Oh, this is no good," but she ate it.
They just want to complain about something, don't they?
I know, yeah.
They love complaining.
They mustn't have had anything in stock that they wanted. Out the back, here's Keelan. Walmsley, they've got numbers. Walmsley's going to make it. And he's going to score the opening try in the second half. Lachlan Walmsley reaching out with the right arm for the put down. As we have a look at the replay, I'll have my beverage.
Keelan out the back to Walmsley, and he's throwing the dummy, and he's palmed Atthorpe, I think, off, and he's crashed over the line for a 4-pointer. So, great try there by Walmsley. There's a massive gap there. Someone shot out of the line, tried to take out Keelan. I'd like to see who it was, but yeah, and big gap open for Walmsley, and he's crashed over. So, 4 points.
So, just again, they're targeting that rookie side of Cessnock, one of the most experienced wingers paired with one of the most inexperienced centres.
Who's that Pine on the wing, is it? Or?
Piney's on the wing, but you got Zeb Dunstan, who's played a lot of centre, but not in first grade.
Okay, right.
So he's an experienced centre, but not paired up with Chris Pine. So just a bit of and whoever was on the inside of him, he hasn't played much football with him as well. So just probably that's something that'll take time to develop.
So both Cessnock and South Newcastle are fairly young players, both sides. You've got Ryan Glanville, he's 20 years old. Walmsley, under 20, he's only 18.
Is Lachlan Walmsley only 18?
He just turned 18 this year. He debuted when he was 17.
I thought he was like 28.
You thought he was 28? Walmsley.
He looks old.
You reckon he looks old? No.
Yeah. Yeah, right, well.
He's South's little baby, Walmsley.
Oh, wow. No, I didn't think he was 28, but I definitely didn't think he was as young as that.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe 22, 23.
Yeah, righto.
What about Keelan? He'd be only young, wouldn't he?
No, he's mid-20s, I think.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He just feels young because he's hanging out with the young guys.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he tries to hang out with Walmsley and RG and that, trying to feel young again.
Well, Cessnock have got a lot of young guys in there. There's a few old faces out there, though.
Yeah, bit of mixture out there. So,
Oh, that's good to have.
oh, exactly. You got the experience of Warden and stuff like that, and Chris Pine.
I don't know if that was picked. I don't know if that was picked up on the bar TV,
I
Mike.
was giving him a rap. And,
We've had a
he's got
heckler.
an absolute spray. I think that was like Joey Layton in the crowd there. Ex-Macquarie South player.
Joey Layton, is he signed this year?
No, he was out at Macquarie, so I think he might have retired.
Oh,
actually.
okay. He's
I'm not
only
too
young.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess he's too old to play in South.
Mid to late 20s.
Yeah, that's too old to play for South. Higgins, Keelan.
Spiral boy.
Yeah, very nice passes on the money to Glanville. They do make good meters out of that too, so the passes are on the money. Here's Simpson. We do know what he's going to do. Run straight on your guts. He looks like he's trying to barge him the whole ruck forward there.
You just want to see Simpson on his back before the end of the day, don't you, Tom?
Oh, we're making those jokes again, are
I'm
we?
stealing your joke from last week. It's just stitched me up, so
Yeah.
cut that one.
Did Simo pick up on that?
No, he didn't actually.
He mustn't have watched the game. He's not one of those players that just watch his own game.
There was that much talk about him last week. We talked about him a bit too much, and his girlfriend Josie said I did an absolute good job of just giving him a rap. So Josie was pretty happy.
Thank you.
Well,
You got
I think
Jack Welsh in the 13, is he?
yeah, he's playing lock.
He played the full game in reserve grade, and he's backing up to first grade, and he's been out there for a fair few minutes. So props to him.
What a champ!
What an absolute champion.
Yeah,
He'll sleep well tonight.
he will, and it's Saturday as well, so you got tomorrow off.
That's what Sonny will sleep well with a bird next to him beside him. So
He's Lawrence out of dummy half. Barber short pass. Warden. Sandry Meta was a little bit of a hospital ball there. He didn't have much room to move after catching that ball. And here's Barber again. Shapes to go under. He's playing in the halves, Barber, with that big left arm fend. Causes Jason Keelan to practice his backflips, and yes, a penalty.
Simpson didn't make the effort to roll out there, and Cessnock got the penalty.
They're in Pearson. Going to kick
Call time off. What's happening here?
something about something with Corey Barber. Oh, he's calling both captains out. So Corey Barber at about 6'1", Brendan Simpson at about 6'6", and Tom Aylett at about 4'9". They'll have a meeting.
4-9, that's a bit polite, don't you think? Comes up with
Is that a mustache? Is that a dirty mustache on Simo?
the dirty Sanchez.
It's Freddie Mercury on roids.
Oh.
Pearson.
He's in love with himself. He thinks he probably looks good with that, but I don't know. I think it has to go.
We'll have to get an interview with him.
Unless he's going something for Bad Monday.
Maybe.
A couple of months away, so
Maybe.
probably getting early preparation.
Zeb Dunstan making 10 metres off the free kick. Lawrence. Cessnock are going to have to score this set or very soon to be in this game as far as their mentalness and attitude goes. Lawrence makes a nice run. He's got that dummy up his sleeve. And he nearly got dividends then, and a double. And off his right foot is Edwards. That's Logan Edwards, not Callan Edwards. No relation, I believe. Lawrence out the back. Pearson shapes inside, but gives it to Andrews, who's taken out 6 metres out from the line. Pearson short side. Dummies but kicks. It's a short in goal. What's going to happen? 20-metre restart.
Thought I might have touched the chest of Affleck there, but no, it's gone down and south for the 20-metre restart.
He's force fielded that ball well.
7 tackle set, so I'd love that end to the set. He's called him back the game of twice, like you said last week.
Judging by the smell of your breath, Nilso, I believe you've had a better beverage than I'm having right now.
Yes. I'm on the Sunkiss, not the Coca-Cola as you would.
You're on the...
Don't
lie to me.
The blue tin, Tui's new. You've got to have one after a win. Come on.
Tui's Cup, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Tui's Cup. Tui's new. There's your plug, Tui's. Put a case in the mail for me next week.
Oh, that ball. He's got it forward.
I thought that was a forward pass. I know I'm a South supporter and player, and that was definitely forward. And they won't be happy with that.
We were speaking about Elgin Peterson before. He's in his Jedi Knight robe.
He is, isn't he? He's better start swinging soon.
May the force be with him for the rest of this game.
What colour would he be? Red would he? Oh, I'm not really a Star Wars fan, but...
Are you?
Nah, not really a Star Wars fan, but I'm not really a movies man, actually, Tom. Don't really watch movies that much. Yeah, I know. Short attention span, I think. I like to.
Well, you're honest.
The only thing I like is the Fox League channel. That's
a good channel.
That's probably the best channel going
around.
around.
And Bar TV Sports.
And Bar TV Sports. Can't forget them. I reckon I watched myself about 8-9 times during the week. My missus wasn't happy. She's like, "Can't you just listen? Stop listening to yourself." She was not happy. So I know.
Well, she's got to get used to it. Here's Andrews. Turns it under to Filippo. He breaks through one, but he's brought down by a gang tackle pairing of the Higgins and Lawrence clan. And here's Lawrence out of dummy half. The ball just pops up. I don't know how that happened, but here's Walmsley with a little bit of room to move. And he makes his way towards the far sideline, but he's brought down after a nice little dash. I don't know how that ball just sort of slingshotted out of the ruck then. So the ball's just been taken from the middle out to the sideline by Walmsley.
There's this charge by Ruse. His full Cessnock players are getting down there.
Back to the middle by Ruse. A little kind words spoken there to Ben Ruse. Reaction out of that.
Scotty Matthews from Hay. And Higgins he's breaking through and he's get slammed on the cricket pitch. No, he got put down gently.
It was like a big pick-up. I'm going to slam you, but nah, you're all right.
Was it a bit of an incorrect play the ball there?
Yeah, I think Theron Pearson's blowing up, but
no, it's
play on's the call.
I'm not going to complain about that.
Here's Lawrence. They're running on the last. Got numbers Knowles. And hit for 6 by Chris Pine.
How's Pine with his pace? If he caught that, would you back him to score that?
Oh, yes. Yeah. No, he's still quick.
Great player, Pine. Played against him a few times this start of this year and last year. Great play as well. He was, I think he was in the Newcastle All-Stars game. He was in the win.
Yep. Yeah, he was. He took a year off in 2015 from the game to pursue his career as a bodybuilder.
Did he actually?
He did.
There you go.
And
he looks like
if you're asking me how that went, well, let's just think he's back at Cessnock.
Well, there you go.
No, but when he did come back, I remember I had a couple of sessions with Cessnock just to get my fitness up and he was buff.
Was he? Yeah.
He was huge, mate.
Yeah, he's looking good on the wing. Well, wingers usually they are meant to look good, aren't they? So he's doing the good job.
No broken noses, no broken eye sockets.
He's not looking like me. Glanville steps around. He's going to bust through, is he? He's on the charge and he's going down this. He's going to get there. He's going to get the whole way. Glanville. He's got over he's just short of the line, I think.
You've called it too early. The stepping and the power at the same time plays it to the knife. Here's Walmsley. He dummies and then he's
going to break through.
So close again.
It's like a rugby union. Everyone's just trying to break through, get that extra metre. But I'm sorry, South, you only have 6 tackles.
Here's Higgins. The pass goes back, but this could be a blessing in disguise.
He's caught the ball there, Jake Lawrence, in between his 2 legs. So it's play on here.
Higgins is going to look short side, goes open, goes himself, got a shot off the ball. Yeah, it's a penalty.
Got the penalty.
Oh, a bit of a hit on suspicion there from the goal-in, as we see on the replay.
Higgins, he's dummied left. He stepped back in the inside and...
Yeah, Warden's just cleaned him up. He's just cleaned up Higgins.
What was the penalty for?
You watched Warden clean up number 15, Higgins.
Right, there you go. Hey, Warden, he's after Higgins there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Good option not to take the 2, keep building pressure.
Here's Keelan. Glanville. Swamped by Barber, but he's still alive. He gets it out to the wing and Christie. Ball's play on here. And almost went out. Here's Walmsley. Lanky style running to the line, but he's brought down. Nilso's got the TV in the way. Shooting up out of the line is Warden once again.
Welsh just got absolutely jammed there by Warden.
Yeah, he did. He's a bit dusty playing up.
Something wrong with his ear. Needs to clean his ears out during the week.
Higgins. Short pass! Jake Lawrence! That could close this game up still with 20 to go.
Got to be happy with that. I try to look at Coach Cross and he's giving me absolutely nothing. It's hard to get a smile out of the man.
I was speaking to him about the team list at the start of the game and he was just sergeant.
Yeah, that's right. as you see on the replay, Higgins short ball to Lawrence, and Lawrence, he usually scores his tries 10 metres out. Great try.
Great deception here because Higgins is the flat runner and he still manages to get a tip on.
Yeah,
So he sucks the defence in of Theron Pearson in just being that flat runner, but they had like you said, it's a game of twos, and you had 2 flat runners.
That's good, yeah. Well, all week they've been talking about the push, like you've got to push on the ball, and Lawrence, he's pushed up with his teammate there, and he's got a short ball away, and he was the short runner, and he's got the 4 points. So
it's all about the push.
That's it, all the push.
The push.
We'll talking about Jared Rodman before Call Me Hopeless. Nick Campton, he's got involved. Dave Dryden, he's on his way to Townsend Oval. He wants his job back.
Righto.
Dave Dryden, and he goes, I'll be back next week, camper. So I don't know if they're saying I'm doing a poor job or anything, but
I think poor Drydo.
Is he back from injury yet, Drydo, or is he?
I don't know.
Not sure.
Well, he played against Cessnock.
Oh, he must be back from injury. We got West next week, so
you can give it to him then.
Commentator versus commentator.
Yeah, commentator versus commentator.
Rookie versus rookie.
Is he wearing number 10 as well?
Not sure.
Meet each other at the scrums.
Oh, I've got a different number on every week.
I reckon if that's a live stream game, I know it'd be reserve grade, wouldn't it? I was going to say, if that was live stream, at every scrum, you could just turn the ref's mic up and just listen to you two go at each other.
Listen to us banner on, so.
Okay, well, Souths have a healthy lead now, 32 points to 12.
Here comes the man from Hague, crushing right into the line. Met up with about 3 or 4 Cessnock players there.
More than, 4 of them. And he's going to still target that side.
You swallow a fly or something there, Tom?
No, it's just the coke gas.
The coke gas.
Yeah, it's just getting to me. I'm not one of those referees that swallow flies. I've only ever swallowed one fly in my life, and I was playing touch footy.
Yeah, right. Did the other team score a try and you just blamed them on you swallowed a fly in defence?
No, I just ran straight off. I subbed off. Here's Glanville to Keelan. Dabs it into the corner, catching Pine off guard, and looks like Hiroti's gone back to fullback. I don't know what's happened to Cal Edwards, but we'll have to find out because that is usually Cal's station to work in at the fullback position. He's lashing out with his feet there, Dunstan, a little bit. He's got to be careful with that.
I think he was milking the penalty a bit there.
Oh, sounds about right for Zeb Dunstan.
Yeah, Lawrence had his hands out and he was still complaining, so just get up and play the ball. Your team's behind.
Yes.
Out with a strong charge just outside the cricket pitch. Could have been another Newcastle earthquake there with the camera.
Yeah, I know. The camera's been dropping stuff next to us, and being that close to the tripod, it probably did feel like an earthquake to our viewers. Is Affleck going to make a bust here and get caught?
Oh, he's through the pass to Walmsley.
Yeah, he said
the knife. He's got absolutely smashed there by Pine.
We've jinxed him. He hasn't been as damaging as he was against Lakes.
On comes for Pulio.
Are you sure it's not Fayatoa?
Sound like the Simpsons episode. How's he makes a break? No.
Mitchy Knowles. Coming in over the top. I thought that might have been high. Was that Warden again? Warden's got to watch his discipline here. Referee Tom Aylett's called timeout. Kurt Warden here. He needs to sort of...
What's this? The Simpsons episode where they're going, Dr. Sayers. It sounds like Fayatoa. No, same ring, no?
There's like 1,000 episodes of Simpsons.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Crashed over the top there with Knowles.
Kurt Warden.
Probably hit him straight in the snoz. He's got a big snoz on him. So.
Yeah. Trying to compress it, make it a little bit smaller. So late in the tackle count. Who's a bit dusty there? Is that Glanville? No, it's Higgins. Well, that's not good. Keelan gives a short pass. Here's Lawrence again. He's been really good in this second row position for this game.
Great play.
Numbers here short side. He might use Walmsley. He does. Here it is. Nice little passing over the top. Basketball
he's
style.
Caught forward pass there, Rico.
Oh, the basketball style came out of the Swiss Army knife, but as he's pulled it out, it's snapped off and it's gone forward.
I'd like to see this on the replay. If that was a forward pass, it was a great little basketball thing.
Oh, I apologise. Was it?
Yeah, definitely forward pass there.
The passing was that slick. I thought Walmsley threw that basketball pass, but it was
where
Keelan.
he's passed it and he's caught it on the 20-metre line. Yeah, definitely forward pass there. Great call there from the touch judge to Ricketts.
Rick Dog, Rickenbacker. Pearson out to Edwards. Here's Hiroti playing in the fullback position, named in the centres. Looks like he's replaced Cal Edwards, who might have went off because of that knee injury we saw in the corner in the first half. So I'll try and keep you updated, but I don't know how I'm going to do that. Nice little play there from Cessnock. Unfortunately, it was well read by the defensive line. Powell out of dummy half. Here's Pearson. Here's Warden. He's big and he's off. He's off.
He used to play for South Newcastle a couple of years ago, Warden.
Really?
Him and Brendan Simpson. They were 2015 season. They were in front row brothers. So
I swear Brendan Simpson still plays for South.
he does. That's what I'm saying. Like,
they were paired with each other. Oh, okay.
They were paired with each other. They were teammates. And,
right. Yeah, okay. There you go.
Warden, I think he went down to Wyong for a season, the Wyong Roos in the New South Wales Cup. And then he's found the home at Cessnock. Who would believe that?
Yeah, he's a journeyman.
South to Wyong to Cessnock.
Well, Wyong did really well last year. I don't know why he didn't stay. They won the comp. They were undefeated pretty much the whole year.
Welsh with the carry there. Like I said, he's backing up from reserve grade.
Keelan. Out to Higgins. Spins. It must be a thing. South Newcastle back rowers just hitting and spinning very well every time they make a hit up.
Yeah, hit and spin.
See how good Fipuli goes. Not so much of a spin there, just more of a driving force.
It's a barge.
Yeah, barge. Higgins, early pass. Keelan goes to the sky. How are these runners? They onside?
Yeah, on the left they were, but I think
taken
on the right
well by Woodbury. Where have you been this half, mate? Joe Woodbury. Spent a couple of games at Central from Cessnock. Mid-season signing last year, yeah.
Right.
But
mid-season signing, you never really see that in the Newcastle Cup.
You don't. Well, I believe it was, I think Central had a couple of injuries and they sort of asked him to come over and they guaranteed him some first-grade time. And
yeah, okay.
He did. He was behind Chris Pine and Cal Orchard. And
well, there you go.
I think Cal Orchard's still out injured at the moment, so Joe's got some really good opportunity to show actually how good he can be.
Well, he's found his opportunity in first grade, and let's see if he can keep it there.
Yeah, it's good for a Cessnock Junior. Brendan Halad, and it's soccer skilled on from Glanville, but it doesn't really matter.
Has he played his advantage, Tom?
Nah, probably not.
Nah.
There's a bit of controversy about that last week.
It was. Wasn't sure on the ruling. You cleared
me
up.
No one's sure on the ruling. It's not really a ruling. It's just whatever
the referee believes is the advantage.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Which is fair call, I guess. But if it's the other team, you're not going to be happy as a player's perspective.
That's right. If you had to kick that 40 metres, you could probably argue.
That's it.
But here's Higgins going short side off the scrum. Finding Mitch Knowles. And they've made a good few metres off the scrum. Higgins again. Here's Glanville. And that's the number 14 just entering the field. That's Connor Brown.
He's making his debut.
You've got half letters capital.
Yeah, I know. I was riding that out, and I noticed he'd write everything with capitals. So
nice run from Higgins. He's got support with him, but he didn't get enough time to offload the ball before he was brought down. Brown out of dummy half. Keelan looks back, but passes Benji Marshall style. And the ball's still live with Fepulai. He's going to charge at Dunstan.
Ooh,
but brought down. Great tackle from Zeb there. Walmsley at dummy half. He needs to give an early pass. Gives it to Keelan. Out to Glanville. Glanville turns it back to the inside and goes himself before passing to Keelan once again. Walmsley's got
a gap, and he's
got a huge gap. That gap was bigger than the goalposts. Is that an echo, or is someone taking the... Someone's having a go at us, I think, down there. If they're watching it live, they can hear this.
They can hear this. So
no, but I mean,
But anyway, we talk you through the replay. Glanville, he's found his half pairing, and Keelan on the back, and the fullback. There's a bit of a spine there. The hooker to the half, to the fullback.
Yeah, so the fullback to the halfback, to the 5'8".
His SJ dance moves.
Back to the halfback, and back to the fullback. So there's only 3 people actually touch the ball.
Well, the crowd's right down there.
It's like a seesaw.
Yeah, you could fit a semi-trailer through that gap. You could say that. As I've got another mention on Facebook, Mick Campton from Curry doing a great job, Nilso, brother. So thanks for that, Campo.
Oh, yeah, you're getting all the praise.
I think they want Nilso full time. Hashtag bring Nilso full time.
Hashtag.
No, I'm happy to co-commentate, mate. You're doing a great job.
Cheers, mate. It's like a co-pilot.
I'm just your little echo in the background.
yeah. I show up on time.
Yeah, that's right. I'm too busy playing,
Actually, you came in through the gate before I did. I'll give you that.
Yeah, that's right. Mate, I had to lead the song after our victory, so...
I was wondering why you were waiting down there because you were actually on screen. Because
Yeah,
the guy
right.
down there was with the camera and you could be seen on screen. I'm like, I wonder why he's not coming up.
Yeah, well,
But then you wanted to sing the song.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else knows the words besides me, so that's why I hang around, led the song, had a quick share, and up in the commentary box. Well, not really a box, a commentary grandstand.
Well, we can't be seen, so we can sort of talk about how good this box is. But
Yeah, well,
there's only a commentary sort of box at maybe 3 rounds. And Maitland will have a commentary box next year. I can't wait to go to Maitland Sports Ground, the new sports ground.
Yeah,
It looks
can't wait to play on
amazing.
it. Yeah, great facilities out there.
Oh, yeah. No parking, though. Worse parking than here.
Yeah, right.
And that's saying something.
Well, get here early, mate. You'll get a park right out the front.
Otherwise, you'll have to park at the movie theatre.
That's it.
So we've got Brown. Connor Brown's playing. Now, you did mention that this is his first grade debut.
First grade debut,
Oh,
the
good on
notorious Connor Brown. So big congratulations to him. He's
South Junior?
I think he's originally from Central, maybe, but he's moved to South 4 or 5 years ago, and great young player, 19, 20 years of age. He's a apprentice carpenter, and congratulations, Connor Brown, on making your debut. You deserved it.
Yeah, good on him. We had a debutant, Sam Hibbert, last week.
Sam
played
Hibbert
really
last
good.
week, he forced dropout and a try assist.
Try
from
assist.
Sam
I'm
Hibbert.
glad you remember. Oh, that's right. You watched it 10 times.
That's right. Watched myself 10 times. Love the sound of my voice.
There's Brendan the lad. Looking for try number 2. I don't know how he's going to go if he gets a break, if he's got enough in the legs to get 70 metres. He's not happy with that one. Powell out of dummy half. The ball finds Warden, who's tipped over a little bit and driven into the edge of the cricket pitch. Going short side again. Edwards finds Filippo, who's moved out to the centres. It's probably a good thing because he's found some clearance. Oh, caught in the slips by Lachlan Walmsley. And he's finding space. He's looking for support here because he's getting swamped like Nazi zombies on Call of Duty.
Great run that was from Walmsley. The Swiss Army knife, he can do anything.
Put him in the slips for Australia. Here's Elgin Peterson nearly making a meal of that one. He finds Fepulai, drifts wide, and he has to get tackled. No, he gets the ball away to Mitch Knowles. The ball's still live. They've got numbers. Here's Lawrence. Gives it out to Affleck.
And he scored in the corner.
What a great dive into the corner and finish. He's learned from his mistake last week. All that sprint training and holding onto the ball's got him a double this week. Jacob Affleck.
And his second try, as he said, he's got a double. He's got to be happy with that.
Wow.
Ran a tiny bit further from his first try. I think he ran.
Where are we going to take the replay from here? You could almost go back 5 minutes. It's all exciting.
Mate, great footy from the South Newcastle Lions. I think the viewers would be very happy with this. As Elgin nearly coughed the ball up, I think he's a bit nervous of what he's going to say in his post-match
Is
interview. We get the win.
Isn't even wearing pants?
The inside step is Knowles, and he's off. Bit of an ugly offload to Lawrence, and he's drew and pass, and Affleck's dived in the corner. Great little Superman dive.
I thought Knowles was actually going to try and go himself there.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go crash over.
It might have been ruined if he did. Very, very last minute change of minds there to pass the ball, but that all came from a Cessnock break. Filippo down the far edge, and I think he might have had the right option in putting the kick in, but the reaction speed from Lachlan Walmsley is something out of the Matrix.
Yeah, well, awesome work from Affleck there, and he's he ran from one side of the field down the other side of the field, and he's created the opportunity for South to score there. So, and that puts the scoreline of 42-12. And I know you want to have a bit of a punt on the kick. I'm backing him to get it. What do you think?
Yeah, you get it.
Get it, righter.
And the kick predictor says 92.7%.
Crowd's quiet here.
92 points. Oh,
They'll start roaring when he gets this kick.
And our kick predictor is a piece of crap.
Ooh.
I think we should get a new kick predictor.
Yeah,
92.7%. Well, Cessnock.
Well, you don't think Cessnock would come back from this?
No.
42 points to 12, but well,
If they come back from this, they will win the grand final. I will tip them to win the grand final if they win this.
And
Look at
Elgin
Peterson. He's forgot his pants, so he's just going to... His pants are up the other end of the field.
the longest skins in history.
Oh, it's just throwing me off. The skins. Makes it look like he's got no pants on.
Sunburn or something.
Maybe. Maybe he just likes them because they're red and white.
Yeah, that's it. As the man from Hay takes another strong carry. Scotty
The man
Matthews.
from Hay. Keelan out to Lawrence. They had numbers.
Ooh.
Piney's playing inside his wing there. Almost had to make the tackle on a second rower. That's something very rare for a winger. Brown out of dummy half.
And he's
Nah, it wasn't Brown. Wasn't Brown.
it was incorrect play of the ball. or
Yeah,
something,
incorrect play of the ball. So Brown's off the hook there. So that's not going to impact his selection for next week, hopefully. But what a game to make your debut in.
maybe. Yeah, well, a victory.
Fifth versus six.
Fifth versus
There's
6.
2 rounds to go after this. Your finals are on the line. And I hope I've said that loud enough for Crossy to hear that was not your mistake.
I'm trying to get something from him, and he's still pretty serious. I don't know if I ask him
I
something.
don't want to play poker against him. I won't know if he's bluffing. I won't know what he's doing.
I'm scared to ask him the question. He might give you a spray. Here's this. He tried to nominate me for Banker of the Week for me effing on the microphone last week.
Oh,
So,
Crossy?
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
So,
mate. At least you got something out of him.
yeah, that's it.
Here's Pearson. A little left foot step. I think it might have been done a little bit early. And the defence had time to react. Lawrence is back on the field. And here's Warden.
Warden with
Nice
the
little offload there. It is
on.
play on. Here's Halad. He's down the edge. I don't know what Halad is doing outside there. I'm probably looking for a little wing try in the corner. He hasn't got one of those in his career, or if he has, it's been a while.
It's a front rower's dream, that is.
It is, yeah. Warden looking for the offload, but it's wrapped up well. Last tackle. What's Cessnock's last tackle opportunity? Can they go home with a bit of pride? Lawrence out to Edwards. He shows it. It's a kick to the side to Woodbury. Oh! That was almost awesome.
I thought Tim Christie was going to claim that up, and out of nowhere.
I thought it was going to be a try of the year.
As we watch this on the replay, Logan Edwards chipped the ball over and, ooh, just short.
Wow. Lucky he didn't slide onto that cycling road.
Seen that happen before. I forget who it was, but yeah.
Oh, we were talking about it before the game. It's a bit of a hazard. I'm glad the in goals aren't as long as Carl Oval.
There you go. Simpson's on his back, Tom.
Trust you to be the first one to notice that. Brown, nice little run out of dummy half. Liam Higgins on the sideline going, I hope he doesn't play too well.
Yeah, that's it.
Keelan, bullet pass to Glanville. Kicks it into the corner. Zeb Dunstan's now back at fullback, which doesn't really matter because the ball's gone out.
Great kick-ups from there from Glanville. Just wind the clock down. They'll walk to the scrum. I think both teams will. I think Cessnock, they're probably pretty happy to get off the field as well.
42 points to 12. Would you believe it if I said that at one stage it was 12 all?
I wouldn't believe you. Well, I would believe you because
you've been watching the game.
But if I haven't watched the game and you're watching the Bar TV sports coverage after, well, there you go. It's 42-12.
Yeah, if you've just joined us, 30 unanswered points for the Lions. For the South Newcastle Lions. Did the ball go out? Nah, Lions. Fingertips. The old handball at high school. Pine out of dummy half. That's a good run out of dummy half. Post-contact meters there. He's looking for a quick play the ball. Doesn't get it. He seems to have picked up a little niggle in that run.
Have you noticed no one wants to take a run on the cricket pitch because it's that rock hard?
Yeah, they're going around it, aren't they? And they go on short side, yeah. This is Edwards. Nice little grass cut tackle there from Ben Roos. He's not making as many tackles. Here's Lawrence. Sees the runners on the short side. Here's Woodbury. He's got to avoid the sideline.
Woodbury with the offload
And he
there.
doesn't. The ball is... Well, something of Woodbury's gone out before he got rid of the ball.
Well, he's trying to flick the offload in there, but Woodbury's got...
We're getting a nice salute from the touch judge. I will see on the replay here. It's good eyes from Nick Lawrence to get out a dummy half on that short side. But Roos, the covering defence there.
Clothesline from hell there from Bruce. Got to be careful with that.
End the scrum. Can you imagine a game without scrums? How buggered you'd get?
Oh, mate. I'll be on the
Zeb
sideline.
Dunstan on screen. First year as a full-time first grader. I don't know whether he's going back into position as fullback or he's coming off. Maybe he's coming off.
I think he's coming off.
Why is he coming off? He's fullback. Oh, is he in the bin?
Oh,
He's in the bin. Oh, he's in the bin. Dunstan's in the bin. When did that happen?
to keep my job next week, I'm going to say I saw that. What are you doing, Tom? What are you watching?
I don't know. What happened? What is it? Oh, he's going back into position as fullback. No, he's in the bin. Don't I feel stupid? Jared Rodemeyer, eat your heart out. Over to you, Nielsen.
Oh.
You go home.
What was, I'd love to know what the sympathy was for. He's giving Tommy a spray or something, but
Probably has.
who knows? But anyway.
That was an anti-heckle from the crowd,
Yeah.
more entertaining than Channel 9.
Yeah, I wasn't
Brown
sure.
had a dummy half, going short side again. Short
Oh,
pass. Excellent to Roos. Roos he's been shot by a sniper.
And
But
Timmy
Timmy
Christie.
Christie's going to finish the job. What's happened to Roosy? Sniper on the grassy knoll. Ben Roos makes the bust, but I believe he's clutching at that hamstring.
Yeah, the hamstring injury there from Bruce, and he's put his hand up.
Oh, no.
He doesn't look happy.
No, that's not what he was originally out for this year, was it, I hope?
No comment. It's Connor Brown in the debut, and he's scooted out. He's doing past to Bruce, and Bruce has gone down the sideline, and his hammies gone onto him. He probably could have gone there himself, but he's offloaded to Chrissy, and if he's watching the replay again, he's gone for his hamstring straight away.
It's the left one.
It's the hamstring there. And I don't think Tim Christie's complaining because he's got a 4-pointer.
I wonder if Bar TV will show that little highlight with a sound effect on it.
Oh,
You
the
know how?
slot, yeah.
What's it normally like? You see, like the stormtroopers come in and shoot, like a little laser comes through, and it's like.
Well, another Star Wars.
Oh yeah, you don't watch
resemblance.
movies.
No, I don't watch it. Yeah.
So I won't mention how good Dunkirk is then.
Yeah,
It's a great
have
movie.
not seen Dunkirk yet either.
That was a great movie.
Great movie. You reckon?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They don't really speak in it at all. There's not much. So if you've got a deaf friend, take them to see Dunkirk. 'Cause
Well, he missed the last one, Keelan, from the other side.
yeah, well,
of
on the kick
sideline.
predictor now says 27%.
27%.
So he's gone down from 92 to 27.
It's the old lady in the background. She's trying to.
She's giving us a salute.
Yeah, salute back.
Yep. At ease.
Well,
Trying to keep the sun out of her sunglasses. Gorgeous.
He's kicked it.
Absolutely gorgeous.
27% prediction, and he's got it.
Oh, yeah, he's just... I still can't believe Zeb Dunstan's in the bin.
I still can't believe that
What's going
ever.
on?
I'd love to know what that was for, but
I can't believe that.
anything can happen in the Newcastle Rugby League. You know that.
Yeah. Pearson kicks off. The score here today, South Lions 48, Cessnock Goannas 12.
Come on, South. Let's get to 50. Love when the score gets to 50.
Well, it might. You got 2.5 minutes. That's maybe this set and the next one.
3 minutes 20 if you look on the
Yeah, well, no. Bar TV scoreboard, please.
Oh, sorry, Bar TV Sports. Yeah, they're doing a great job here.
They are doing a great job.
South get the penalty. Might get to 50.
Might, yeah. Are you tipping it? You reckon they'll get to 50?
No, I'll get to 50.
But who? Is it Elgin Peterson? Get a double? When the last time he got a double was?
I'm going to say for Pulio or Scotty Matthews. Is Scotty
If
Matthews
Papula gets the try, I'm going to say Fayatoa. I'll tell you it's not going to be Liam Higgins.
because he's on the sideline.
He's on the bench. Hopefully it's just because he deserves a breather and not for any injury concerns.
Could it be Affleck with a...
Could be, but they got numbers down here. Flood pass, here's Lawrence. It could be Affleck because he's in support. He gives it to Affleck. And he's going to go and score the half-century worth try.
And that's his hat-trick.
It is too. It's amazing what a little bit of a sprint can do throughout the week.
I struggled to score 3 tries in my whole career. He's done it in the one match.
Yeah, but he's a winger.
That's it.
And he's a great finisher, as we saw in his second try. But let's have a look at the replay. They've only got one in the bin, Cessnock, but the amount of numbers that they have in the overlap, Jake Lawrence just strolls through.
Jake Lawrence has got the smile on him. Like, he knows he's got his score. And Affleck, he's ran even further than his first 2 tries put together. So
he's got some speed on him for a back rower too. So they've made 52, but the question remains now, can they make 54? Because that is a milestone. It's like having your 54th birthday. You've got to celebrate it. Oh. Don't look a day over 40. Gotta love giving the crowd some compliments. I'm in the cameraman's way, I think. Just decided to stand up, get a little bit of circulation into the buttocks. Keelan to keep his record in the 90%. Looks good, but it's not. Score remains. South 52, Cessnock 12, and that should about do us. We have 40 seconds on the game scoreboard. You can see the little green splodge on the screen. That says 35 seconds, and Nilso's just wandered down to the side of the field with a microphone and a camera. So anything could happen there. And hopefully it stays G-rated. Might be able to see who our South Newcastle Banker of the Week is. Or the nominations. At that, we might get a kick-off here and we might get a couple of tackles. So hopefully Cessnock don't do anything stupid that might rub a couple of the players out for the next game. So let's hope it's a nice controlled finish with Roman Fepulai. He's met with Nick Lawrence, and that will be the game. Full time here at Townsend Oval. A very promising and competitive first half, but the second half, South Newcastle came out to play footy, and Cessnock, well, they may as well stay in the sheds. I hate to say it, but 40 unanswered points scored by South. The score was once 12 all, and it finishes South's 52, Cessnock 12. I'm Tom Taylor, and stick around because we are going to be interviewing some players right now, and then even more in the sheds after the game with Daniel Nielsen. He'll be talking to some Souths boys like he did last week. So the score once again 52-12. South Newcastle remains in the contention for the finals coming in 3 weeks. So down to Daniel Nielsen on the side. Thank you very much. I've got to keep going. They're not ready yet. So let's just talk about some stuff. Isn't it great to see a big mustache on Brendan Simpson? That is dirty. Especially with that the tape around his head. It just makes the mustache stand out even more because you can't see his eyebrows. And the boys are just shaking hands. The coaching staff. There's Cal Edwards out there with some ice on the shoulder. We thought it might have been a knee injury, but by the looks of that, he's done his shoulder. So maybe if you look at the replay, you might see that. But that's not good news for Cal Edwards. Hopefully it's not too bad and he plays again this year. There's that mustache again. As Ben Cross shakes hands with the boys, he'd be proud of that effort, especially in the second half. They've caught on that I'm talking about that mustache because they won't leave it alone as they shake hands with the Cessnock coach, Kitty. And Souths are making their way into the sheds. Let's go down to Daniel Nielsen now as they pass him with the camera.
Congratulations on the debut, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Got the win at home. You've got to be happy with that.
Mate, can't expect anything more, eh? Fucking good day. Oh. Well, you know I can't do fucking finish.
Yeah, no, you're all right, mate. You're all right, mate. You're doing a good job.
Mate, can't ask for anything more in the debut. Get the win at home. more could you want?
Fantastic, Everett. So hopefully you're there next week. You hope so? Or?
Oh, I'm not pushing it, but, see what happens.
Thanks for that, mate. Appreciate it. We'll go over into the change rooms. I think they want to lead the song. They'll probably have a bit of a chat first, and then we'll go in there after. So I know we can get someone around here. We've got the mum and dad over here. Brownie, come over here. We'll get the dad. Yeah, we'll get up there. Brownie. Got it. Well, Connor Brown's dad over here. Got to be happy. He thinks he is anyway. Yeah. Got to be happy with that, with his debut.
Mate, I was pleased, mate. He played really well in that second half. Once he went into 9, I thought he improved a hell of a lot. But nice little run down the blind side there. So, no, he done well. Proud of him.
Yeah, we did well. So hopefully he gets there in the next few weeks to see what happens anyway.
Good to see, mate.
Good to see anyway.
Plenty of numbers to come back. But if he's there next week, I'm sure he'll do the role, mate. He's played well. So.
That's it. And after that hit by Fayetara at training the other night, woke him up a bit on the Tuesday night. Did you see that one?
I didn't see it, but he woke up very ginger the next morning and struggled to get to work, but I kicked him in the arse and he got there, but he was right. So,
so he got to work the next day. You got to be happy with that?
Yeah, very slowly, but he got there.
No worries. Thanks for that, Brownie, anyway. Yeah, well, I think they're going to lead the song and stuff, and we'll try and get in the sheds after. Let's head over here. The kids. Oh, here we go. Oh, we got the... Before we go on the sheds, we'll interview these kids. How you going, boys?
Oh, yeah, it's great. How's the game today?
You're interviewing me, are you?
Yeah.
Well, mate, the game was fantastic. We got the win. What do you boys think?
Oh, yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was
He's all South juniors?
Oh, yeah. No, he's a green. I used to play.
You used to play. You get at the back. So, well, he got the song over here. Well, thanks for that, boys. Let's go and get the song. Try and hear that. Well, we're about to wrap it up in the live stream here with the mighty South Newcastle Lions. They have won here today against Cessnock. I've got a bit of a chant in there. I don't know if you can hear me very well, but we'll focus on that. Thanks for joining us on the live stream here at Bar TV Sports. We'll see you next week.